Hi, I'm Milwaukee County Sheriff Danita Ball. Thank you for tuning into our podcast, Behind the Badge. Today, we will be launching our Citizen Academy. With me to discuss it is Captain Michael Krishnarich and County Board Supervisor Kathleen Vinson. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, you ready to get started?
I am.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
All right. So, Captain Krishnarich, what is the purpose of the Citizen Academy?
Well, we want to give people some insight into what we do on a day-to-day basis to let them see the specialty units that we have, get in touch with the different bureaus that we represent, and just to let the citizens of Milwaukee County know what we do, how we do it, and why we do the things we do.
So, I know you've been very instrumental in making sure that we have the Citizen Academy. So, what else do you hope to gain from having this academy?
I'm hoping that people get some insight into our agency, see all the services we provide. Hopefully, it energizes the community to want to take an active involvement in law enforcement, help with the recruiting process, to have people understand why we ask for the things that we ask for and the things that we need, and just what we bring to the community as a whole.
So, I know recruiting can be very brutal. So, hopefully, it wasn't in this case. So, can you tell us about the recruiting process and how you vetted participants?
So we put it out with a media blast that we were having at Citizens Academy this June. We took applications through a Google Doc form. People were able to give us a brief history of what they did, where they worked, their education, their residency. And we took those, and the response was very good. We had well over 60 plus applicants for the academy. We then told them that they would be a soft background check, that we would do some backgrounds, make sure that there was no open criminal cases that we were concerned about, any litigation against ourselves or Milwaukee County. And as long as they were 18 years of age of older, we pretty much accepted most of the people that applied, with some that we, because of the volume, had to kind of set aside.
So, there were over 60 people who applied. How many people will be in the academy?
We capped the number at 32 because we want people to get a good experience. We figured if we have groups of 4, everybody gets an opportunity to be very hands-on, to get a good experience from the event, and this way they don't feel rushed and overcrowded. So 32 is the number we thought would most comfortably help make this event successful.
Okay. You and I had a previous discussion, and you advised me that this was not the first Citizens Academy that the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office has had. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
And when was the last time did we have one, and do you know why it was discontinued?
The last one that I'm aware of was in 2016. I believe it was in the last year of Sheriff Clark's administration. And then we had some transition with his departure, and then COVID hit. So once we went through the pandemic, the new transition into a new administration, it was kind of hard to put it together. We were concerned about the close contact and all the other stuff. So we kind of held off on it until we felt it was appropriate to do a relaunch.
So, can you give us an idea, a sense of what this academy class will look like?
Well, in the past and with some other citizens academies, it's a 12 to 14 week program with 3 hours a night. And we wanted to make it a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more hands on, a little bit more participant friendly. So you're going to have the opportunity to come in, touch some of our equipment, use some of our equipment, see most of our equipment. Um, It'll be a weekend 11-hour event. Friday we'll have a canine presentation. You'll hear from our commanders about their bureaus, and then you'll be able to go outside and learn about our specialty units. And we have a couple interactive events that the participants will be able to participate in. So we just wanted to be more dynamic. We wanted it to be something where people walk away and have kind of a wow effect.
And I think also because of the schedules that people have, I think this is going to be beneficial because they're not going to have that long time commitment. And then they will learn what we do, why we do it, how we do it in a short period of time.
That's correct. And we think that what they're going to gain, they would have gained in that same 12 to 14-week experience. But like you said, schedules and with everybody being busy, it's a lot to ask to show up 12 weeks in a row for 3 hours.
So, what is the frequency of the classes that we will have in the future?
We're going to do this one in June, and then the hope is to have one every spring and every fall of the upcoming years. So we hope to run at least 2 a year, every year.
Okay, excellent. And what excites you most about this Citizens Academy?
Well, one, I've dedicated my life to this for 29 years, so I want people to see what our agency does, why I'm so proud of what we do, and why we do it, and how we do it. And there's going to be some experience where you're going to get the opportunity to put yourself in our shoes. We're going to send you on an experience, and you have to decide whether you want to use deadly force or not, if you want to communicate, or use some other techniques to handle the situation. So we're going to let people see what we do, how we do it, and some of the decision making that goes behind that.
Excellent. Well, County Supervisor Vincent, you've been here and Captain Christian Arias talk about the Citizen Academy. Why did you apply?
So first of all, I would like to think I was the first one to apply. As soon as I saw the application come out, I jumped on it right away. I have had 2 opportunities in the past to serve on Citizen Academies, one in the Greendale, where I currently live. I was in their first Citizen Academy. And then I also served on the Elm Grove one when I lived out there. And the reason I wanted to do this was to learn more about your occupation. As people know, there are some things that are being said in the media and so forth that are not always positive. And I feel that it's important to, walk in someone's shoes before you judge. And so for me, I was just very excited to see the county was offering this because this is a different aspect for me as a county supervisor. And it's going to help me not only from a personal standpoint, but from a professional and as a supervisor, understand the situations that you deal with on a daily basis. And I want to be able to support that as a supervisor. So I was just really excited about it. And I'm glad I was one of the 32. And hopefully we'll be able to take these experiences before the board when we have discussions that relate to the Sheriff's Department.
Well, thank you. We're happy to have you here and glad that you wanted to participate. And you probably touched on it a little bit, but what excites you most about going to the Citizens Academy?
Well, I think just the career in general intrigues me. It's not something I could do. I'm going to say that I'm a school teacher myself, and I know some people say they wouldn't want to do that or couldn't do that. But to be in law enforcement takes a very special person, in my opinion. You have to be someone that's willing to put yourself out there, and there are risks involved. And I can tell you from some of my past simulations on the 2 academies I served, I would probably have failed. I'm guessing there's a pass-fail for your career. And like we did a simulation one time of approaching someone in a park, and I freaked out and ran the other way. And this was just a simulation, so I can't imagine on a daily basis. But just in general, the respect I have for your career goes without saying. I do believe we need safe communities, and I think our Sheriff's Department, does a great job making sure that our citizens are safe. And so I just want to, learn more and just, get a hands-on experience, as you said. I think that's really important for people to understand, what others, experience in their roles of work.
You said how it can help you as you're making decisions in relationship to the board, but what about with the constituents that you have? How can going through the Citizen Academy help you interact more with them?
Absolutely. I think that's a great question. I'm very active in my district. I'm the type of person that does old school, going door to door, meeting my constituents, and any opportunity I have, I like to do that. And to be able to actually talk to people one-on-one about the role of the Sheriff's Department, I think is going to be very beneficial to them and helpful for me as well as decisions are being made. I think community members need to have their representatives understand the role of the people that they're supervising over. So to me, it's just very important to have that personal connect and to let the individuals in the district know the benefits of the services you offer.
Well, there you go. Thank you both for being here. And as I stated before, we're launching the Citizen Academy, and it's going to be a great opportunity to learn what the Sheriff's Office does on a daily basis. And we appreciate you being here and helping the community understand what we do and the importance of the Citizen Academy. So thank you so much for your time today, and I appreciate all that you do. And I just definitely want to say thank you, Captain Krishneris, because you've done a lot of work on this. You inherited it, and you took the ball and you ran with it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sheriff.
You're welcome. And so just again, want to encourage the residents. If you see another posting for the Citizen Academy, please apply. It's an opportunity to see what we do. So thank you so much, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.